problem. The VCI employee I mentioned before, Madison, I think she's going to act.
What do you mean, now?
She's calling the operator and asking for you by name.
She can't be working for Marburg, unless this is a trap. Who is she calling?
The city directory. And maybe the police next. If she does...
Can you intercept the call? Redirect it?
What? Why?
I want to know why she's looking for me.
Okay, let me patch her through. Operator?
Miss St. James?
Hello? Yes, is this the operator?
No, Miss St. James. This is Michael Thornton.
Oh, thank God. Mr. Thornton, please, you have to listen to me.
I don't believe we've met before. How do you know my name and why are you calling?
I have reason to believe your life is in danger. I know it sounds crazy, but...
You don't say.
I don't want to discuss the details over the phone. This line may be tapped. She is a sharp one. But it's important I speak to you immediately. Is there someplace we can meet?
Of course. I'll send you the address of a local restaurant.
All right. I still have to hail a cab.
I'll have one sent to your cross streets.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you soon, Miss St. James.
Thank you for meeting me, Mr. Thornton.
Mike, or Michael is fine. So what's this about someone trying to kill me?
I work for the Veteran Combat Initiative, VCI. They're a global military contractor. My boss, Mr. Marburg, I think he's involved in something illegal. So I checked it out, and your name came up several times in our database.
What makes you think he intends to kill me?
Termination contracts. Even one for a man named Albara, a professor here in Italy. It was cross-linked to several contracts within the VCI.
Do you have the contracts? That'd be valuable evidence.
Not on me, no.
I see.
Mr. Thornton, I'm not sure what to do next. Go to the authorities? Is there someone I should notify, or...?
Madison, you did the right thing warning me, and I appreciate it. I probably shouldn't have accepted your call. I think that may make things worse for you.
For me? I think I was a little more worried about you.
And I appreciate it. I'll do whatever I can to protect you.
You need to look out for yourself first. Mike, Marburg is going to try and kill you. What are you going to do?
Miss St. James, you've only been employed by the VCI for a short time, and as Marburg's assistant. That's an important position, especially for a man of his influence.
Yes. I was abroad studying art history, but when it comes to paying the bills, I thought I would apply for an administrative assistant position. The language skills helped. VCI does a lot of work with foreign governments.
My point is, what you discovered is sensitive information. This could prove dangerous for you.
I know.
I need those files. Are they in the VCI branch office?
I don't know what you're looking for, but the VCI office in Rome isn't Marburg's personal office. He does most of his work off-site, or when he travels.
But he's here now, so where would he store the information while in Rome?
He has a villa. I've been there several times. If the files exist, I'm guessing they'd be there.
Along with Marburg.
Yes.
Give me the address. Can you get me in?
What?
Passcodes, details on the security system, anything would be helpful.
I can give you the address, but that other information...
Trust me, if you can get me into the mansion, I'll get the information, and then your boss goes away for good.
Mr. Thornton, Marburg is... I've never seen him angry, but everything about him... He's a dangerous man to cross.
I'll protect you. If he gets by me, then no one can protect you.
All right. Mr. Thornton, I trust you. If I can help you, I will. I can get you the address to the villa, and the names of the files you need to search for.
Then that's all I need. Come with me.
Mike?
Huh? Oh. Sorry, long day.
I imagine. I saw what happened at the warehouse on the news. There wasn't any reports of you being taken into custody, though, so I wasn't sure what had happened.
Nothing I couldn't handle. Got shot at, shot back. It's an old story.
You just like to live dangerously, then?
Well, I invited you here, didn't I?
Are you hurt?
No. Just need to get my second wind. I have to travel in the morning anyway if I want to find out what's going on in the ruins.
I noticed you had medical supplies in the cabinet. If you want, I could...
I did have one question. When you were checking up on me shortly before we met, why didn't you use your work terminal in Rome?
What? How do you know that?
I was monitoring it. You used a temp employee's computer at your office. Why?
It was a Halbeck contractor from Milan, working with the VCI. I thought using his computer would help hide what I was doing. Guess I messed that up.
A contractor from Milan? Do you know who it was?
I don't know. They let him go, though. Word was he was accessing files he didn't have clearance for.
Do you know his name?
I never even saw him. Only heard about what happened. Why?
No reason. Just curious. Madison? Just get some sleep, Madison. Madison, you here?
Mike? Are you okay?
Just tired, but I found what I was looking for.
Was it enough? Can you take it to the authorities?
No. If I do that, they won't respond in time. I have to do it.
No, you don't. Let the police handle this now. You can let them capture Marburg, expose his involvement.
I appreciate the concern. And I appreciate you trying to warn me about Marburg.
I didn't want him to kill you. You had such a nice smile in the photograph.
I was smiling? Must have been years ago.
There it is again. You should do that more.
I try. The job gets in the way.
I've heard that before.
I didn't mean to wake you when I got in. We've had a rough couple days.
You didn't wake me. I was waiting for you to come back. I meant to stay awake longer, but you were gone for a long time. I was worried something had happened to you. I'm glad you're back.
Me too. I was worried when I came back something had happened to you.
Just dreaming.
Good ones, I hope.
Very. Anything on the news?
Nothing about Marburg. Madison, before, you mentioned something about your father.
Not the best bedroom conversation, but yes.
I couldn't find any mention of him, in Italy or in the States, in the records.
Checking up on me? But you were looking under St. James, right?
Yes.
It's my mother's maiden name. My father and I had a parting of the ways some time ago. She's actually the reason I came to Italy. To get away. Taking her name was part of that.
I don't understand.
My mother was in Italy when she met my father. He was working for the CIA at the time as an analyst, although she didn't know his job then. When she moved with him back to the States a few months later, she found out.
He was an analyst. Who's your father?
Alan Parker, the man you said was working at VCI. I never saw him. I don't know if he knew I was there. Story of my life.
Your father is Alan Parker.
Yes. Mike, do you know him?
Apparently not well enough. You said he left the VCI office. What happened to him?
I don't know. Although one of the HR folks had heard through the grapevine that he'd gotten a better offer from Halbeck.
Holy shit.
Mike?
I think I know who Halbeck's insider is.
My father?
Nothing I can do about it now, but it's a hell of a coincidence. If so, then Westridge may not be involved in this at all. It's Parker. But that makes no sense.
Mike, what are you talking about?
Not now, I'll explain later. After we deal with Marburg. Marburg was able to get the munitions into the country through Al-Samad, but the warehouse was the destination of the bombs.
He wasn't planning to destroy the warehouse, though, right? Was he planning to store the bombs there, use them later in Rome?
Well, that doesn't make much sense. The warehouse was on the outskirts of Rome. There's plenty of other storage areas he could have used.
So there was something special about that warehouse. Its inventory, it's mostly art and museum pieces, right?
I could call up the inventory and see if there's any possible name or location connection.
Were any of the warehouse pieces outbound through customs? Maybe he was smuggling weapons and art pieces.
I doubt it. It looks like the pieces were intended for a museum in the city. Although... Wait, no. Some of the pieces had already been shipped out.
To where? I used to work part-time in restoration in one of the museums. I may be able to help. It's actually part of the reason Marburg hired me, I think.
Marburg hired you because you used to work at a museum?
Yeah, the Museum of Art in Rome. I think they have an exhibit on the Crusades showcase there now. What's wrong?
Some of the pieces in that warehouse. I'm certain they were from that museum.
He's going to bomb the museum. But why?
I have no idea, but that's his target. I need to get there before he does. Oh, great. Picture of Darcy. He wrote, "Mike and Sean, fuck yeah!" with 3 exclamation points. I'll let her sleep. Sure hope Nasri likes waterboarding. I think there's enough coke residue on this knife to get very, very high.
A terrorist attack on the ruins of Karsule was thwarted today by an undisclosed branch of Italian law enforcement. The Italian government has not released the name of the organization involved, citing security concerns. A new museum exhibit has caused chaos in the streets of Rome. The Roman Museum of Natural History opened up its Crusades exhibit earlier last week, prompting